She said, "If you don't buy me a Rolex for my birthday, I'm going on a girls' trip to Miami and I won't pick up the phone." I replied, "Have a blast." Then I packed her bags while she was at work, changed the locks, and bought myself the Rolex. When she came home to find her key didn't work and a for sale sign in the yard, I don't tolerate ultimatums. Never have. The moment someone threatens me with consequences if I don't do what they want, that relationship is over in my mind. My girlfriend Brittany learned this the hard way. We'd been together 2 years. I'm 34, she's 29. I own a house, bought it 5 years ago as an investment property, rented it out for 3 years, then moved in when my previous tenant's lease ended. It's in a good neighborhood, property values appreciated nicely. Worth about $380 now. I paid $260. Brittany moved in about 8 months ago, not officially. Her name's not on the deed, not on the mortgage, not on any paperwork. She just started staying over more and more until one day she had half the closet and a drawer in the bathroom. I didn't mind. Things were good, or so I thought. First red flag was 4 months ago. Her friend got engaged. Big ring, expensive proposal, whole production. Brittany came home from seeing the ring and immediately started, "When are you gonna propose?" I don't know. Haven't thought about it. We've been together almost 2 years. And that's when people get engaged. Some people, not everyone. She got quiet. Then, "Do you even see a future with me?" "I see us right now. That's what matters." That's not an answer. It's the only answer I have. She dropped it. But I could tell she was pissed. 2 weeks later, she brought it up again. My sister asked when we're getting engaged. "What'd you tell her?" "That we're not there yet." "Good, because we're not." "Why not?" "Because I'm not ready to get engaged." "When will you be ready?" "I don't know. Maybe never. Marriage isn't something I'm rushing into." "So you don't want to marry me?" "I didn't say that. I said I'm not ready. There's a difference." "There's a difference." She wasn't happy, but she backed off. Red flag number 2 was 2 months ago. Her birthday was coming up. She started dropping hints about what she wanted. "I saw the cutest Tiffany bracelet yesterday. Cool." It was only $3,000. I looked at her. "You think I'm spending $3,000 on a bracelet? It's my birthday. And I want something nice. I'll get you something nice, but I'm not dropping $3,000 on jewelry." She pouted. "You don't value me." "I value you fine. I don't value overpriced bracelets." "It's Tiffany. It's a brand. You're paying for a name, not quality." "You're such a cheapskate." "I'm financially responsible. There's a difference." That fight lasted 2 days. She kept bringing it up. Everyone's boyfriend gets them expensive gifts. My sister's husband bought her a $5,000 necklace. "If you loved me, you'd want to spoil me." I shut it down every time. I'm not other people's boyfriends. I'm not your sister's husband, and love isn't measured by price tags. She eventually dropped it, but the resentment stayed. Last week, 3 weeks before her birthday, she escalated. We were at dinner. She brought up her birthday again. "So I've been thinking about what I want." "Okay. I want a Rolex." I actually laughed. "A Rolex? Are you serious?" "Yes. The Datejust. Women's version. About $10,000. "You want me to spend $10,000 on a watch? It's an investment. Rolexes hold their value. Then you can invest in your own Rolex. It's my birthday. I don't care if it's Christmas, New Year's, and your birthday combined. I'm not spending $10,000 on a watch." Her face hardened. "Then I guess I know where I stand." "What's that supposed to mean?" "It means if you don't value me enough to buy me what I want, then clearly I'm not a priority. You're absolutely a priority, but I'm not buying you a Rolex to prove it." "Then I'm going to Miami." "What?" "For my birthday. Girls' trip. Me and my friends, and I'm not picking up the phone while I'm there." I set down my fork. "Let me get this straight. If I don't buy you a $10,000 watch, you're going to Miami and ignoring my calls as punishment." "It's not punishment. It's me doing what I want for my birthday since you clearly won't." "That's an ultimatum. Call it what you want." I looked at her, really looked at her, saw the entitlement, the manipulation, the complete disrespect. "Have a blast in Miami," I said. She blinked. "What?" "You heard me. Have a blast. Go to Miami. Don't answer your phone. Do whatever you want." "You're not going to stop me?" "Why would I? You've already decided, so go." "You're supposed to..." "I'm supposed to what? Cave to your ultimatum? Buy you the watch to avoid being punished?" "Not happening." She stared at me. "So you're just..." Okay with this? I'm not okay with you trying to manipulate me into buying you expensive shit by threatening to ignore me. But if that's what you want to do, go ahead. Fine. I will. Great. We finished dinner in silence. That was Thursday. Friday morning she left for work. She's a marketing coordinator for a small firm. 9 to 5 regular schedule. She kissed me on the cheek before leaving. I'll see you tonight. We should probably talk about Miami. Sure, I said. The moment her car pulled out of the driveway, I went to work. First, called a locksmith. I need my locks changed. Today. How soon can you get here? I've got a guy available in 3 hours. Perfect. Send him. Second, started packing her stuff. I wasn't angry packing, throwing things in bags, breaking things out of spite. I was methodical, clinical even. I started with the bedroom closet, her side, the left half. Dresses, blouses, jeans, all the clothes she'd accumulated over 8 months. Pulled them off hangers, folded them, placed them in suitcases. The expensive stuff stood out. The $400 designer jeans she'd bought and never wore. The $600 Michael Kors purse her mom got her for Christmas. The $200 shoes she wore once and declared uncomfortable. All of it. Packed. Moved to the bathroom. Her toiletries took up half the counter. Face creams that cost more than my electric bill. Makeup that could stock a small store. Hair products in 17 different bottles. I packed it all into 2 boxes. Wrapped the bottles in towels so they wouldn't break. Even in this, I was being considerate. The living room had her touch too. Throw pillows she'd bought to brighten the space. Candles she'd placed on every surface. Picture frames with photos of us. I packed the pillows and candles, left the picture frames. Those could stay. Her desk in the spare bedroom, the one she'd claimed as her office even though she rarely worked from home. Her laptop, her planner, her stack of marketing magazines she'd never read. All packed. 3 hours of packing. I was thorough. Every drawer checked, every shelf examined. If it was hers, it went into a suitcase, box, or bag. Final tally. 4 suitcases, 6 boxes, 2 large bags. I loaded everything into her car. She'd parked in the driveway that morning because I'd blocked the garage with my truck while I was washing it the night before. Her BMW sedan swallowed it all. Back seat packed full, trunk packed full. Passenger seat had a box on it. I arranged everything carefully. Made sure nothing would shift during the drive. Again, even in this, I wasn't being malicious, just thorough. Third, the locksmith showed up at noon. Late 50s, friendly guy, name was Bill. You want all the locks changed? He asked. Front door, back door, garage. Mind if I ask why? Roommate moving out, want to secure the property. Fair enough, happens a lot. He got to work. I watched him work on the front door. Removed the old lock cylinder, installed a new one, tested the key. Smooth operation, 30 minutes per door, hour and a half total. Here's your new keys, he said, handing me 3 sets. Locks are all rekeyed, old keys won't work anymore. Perfect. That'll be $340, I paid him in cash. Tipped him an extra $60. Appreciate the quick turnaround. No problem, have a good one. He left. Fourth, called my real estate agent. Her name's Patricia. I'd used her when I bought the house 5 years ago. We'd kept in touch. Patricia, I want to list the house. Your house? The one on Elmwood? That's the one. When were you thinking? Today. Pause. Today? As in today? Yes. I want it listed today. Can you make that happen? Yes, but this is sudden. What's going on? Is everything okay? Everything's fine. I'm just ready to upgrade. Been thinking about it for a while. Figured now's the time. That was partially true. I had been casually looking at bigger properties in better neighborhoods. Not seriously, just browsing listings when I was bored. This situation just gave me the motivation to actually do it. Okay, Patricia said slowly. If you're sure. How fast do you want to move? Fast. I want a sign in the yard today. Photos taken. Listing live by tonight if possible. That's aggressive, but doable. Let me make some calls. What's your asking price? I'd been following the market. Knew what comparable houses were selling for. Knew mine was worth about $395,000 to $405,000 based on recent sales. $399,000. Price it to move. That's slightly below market value. You'll get offers immediately. Multiple offers probably. That's the plan. Alright, I'll have a photographer there at 2 p.m. We'll get the sign up by end of day. I'll stage the shots to highlight the renovations you've done. The kitchen remodel, the new floors, the updated bathrooms. Perfect. Just so I'm clear, you're really sure about this? Listing a house is easy, but backing out once offers start coming can be messy. I'm sure. Okay, I'll see you at 2. 5th, I went to the Rolex dealer. The authorized dealer was 20 minutes away in an upscale shopping district. I'd been there before, just browsing. Never bought anything. But I'd been eyeing a Submariner for months. The showroom was exactly what you'd expect. Glass cases, soft lighting, watches displayed like museum pieces. A sales associate approached immediately. Good afternoon, looking for anything specific today? Submariner, black dial, 41 millimeters. His eyebrows went up slightly. Not many people walk in knowing exactly what they want. Excellent choice. Classic design, incredibly reliable. We have one in stock. Would you like to see it? Please. He retrieved it from the case, placed it on a velvet pad. The black dial caught the light perfectly. The weight was immediately apparent. Go ahead, try it on. I put it on my wrist. Heavy. Solid. The bracelet adjusted perfectly. I looked at it, turned my wrist, checked it from different angles. It was perfect. I'll take it. The sales associate smiled. Wonderful. Let me get the paperwork started. We have warranty information, care instructions. How much? This model is $9,100. I'll pay cash. Well, check. Same thing. He paused. You're purchasing today? Right now. Let me get my manager. One moment. The manager came out, older guy, probably 60s, extended his hand. I understand you're interested in the Submariner. I'm not interested. I'm buying it. Today. Now. He smiled. We appreciate decisive customers. Let me process this for you. 20 minutes of paperwork, serial numbers, warranty registration, care instructions I'd probably never read. I wrote a check for $9,100, handed it over. The manager processed it, handed me the watch box, papers, everything. Congratulations on your purchase. Wear it in good health. I plan to. I walked out wearing the Rolex, put the box and papers in my truck, checked my wrist. 1:47 p.m. Patricia would be at the house in 13 minutes. Patricia and her photographer showed up at exactly 2 p.m. Patricia was in her 50s, professional, knew her job. The photographer was younger, mid-30s, carried expensive camera equipment. Let's do a walkthrough, Patricia said. We went through every room. She pointed out what to highlight. The kitchen remodel is your biggest selling point. Granite countertops, stainless appliances, custom cabinets. We'll make sure to get multiple angles. The photographer shot everything. Living room, dining room, kitchen, all 3 bedrooms, both bathrooms, even the garage and backyard. Patricia was directing him the whole time. Get the natural light from that window. Show the storage space in this closet. Make sure the backyard looks spacious. They spent 90 minutes on photos. I'll edit these tonight, the photographer said. Send them to you by tomorrow morning. Actually, Patricia said, can you rush them? I want this listed today. Today? That's tight. I'll pay the rush fee. All right, give me 3 hours. I'll have them to you by 6:30 p.m. Perfect. While they worked, Patricia's assistant arrived with the for sale sign, planted it in the front yard. Professional realtor sign with Patricia's name and number. By 3:30 p.m., everyone was done. I'll have the listing live by tonight, Patricia said. Photos should be done by 6:30. I'll write up the description and we'll be on the MLS by 8 p.m. Sounds good. Are you sure about the price? We could list at $410 and probably still get it. $399K. I want offers tomorrow. You'll get them. I sat on the couch looking at my new watch, waiting for Brittany to come home. Brittany got home at 5:47 p.m. I heard her car pull into the driveway, heard her try her key in the lock, heard her try again, then knocking. Babe, the key isn't working. I didn't answer. More knocking. Hello? Are you home? I walked to the door, opened it, stood in the doorway, blocking her entry. What's going on? She asked. Why doesn't my key work? Because I changed the locks. She blinked. You what? Changed the locks. You don't live here anymore. What are you talking about? Your stuff's in your car. All of it. You're not staying here anymore. You can't be serious. I'm completely serious. Because of last night? Because I said I'm going to Miami? Because you gave me an ultimatum. Buy you a Rolex or you're going to Miami, and ignoring me. That's manipulation. I don't do manipulation. It wasn't, I didn't mean. Yes, you did. You meant every word, and I'm calling your bluff. She looked past me trying to see inside. That's when she noticed my wrist. Is that a Rolex? It is. You bought yourself a Rolex. I did. Beautiful, isn't it? Her face turned red. You bought yourself a Rolex instead of buying me one. Correct. That's insane. What's insane is you thinking you could threaten me into buying you one. I wasn't threatening. Yes, you were. Buy me a Rolex or I'm going to Miami and not answering your calls. That's a threat. That's manipulation, and I don't tolerate it. She started crying. You're breaking up with me? Over this? I'm not breaking up with you over this. I'm breaking up with you because this is who you are. Someone who thinks ultimatums are acceptable. Someone who equates love with expensive gifts. Someone who tries to manipulate me into proving my worth by spending money. I don't. Yes, you do. The engagement pressure. The Tiffany bracelet. Now the Rolex. It's a pattern, and I'm done with it. Please, I'm sorry. I'll apologize. I won't go to Miami. I don't even want the Rolex anymore. Too late. What does that mean? I stepped aside so she could see the for sale sign in the yard. Her eyes went wide. You're selling the house? Yep. Because of Emmy? No. Because I've been thinking about upgrading for a while. This just seemed like good timing. That was partially true. I had been thinking about maybe selling eventually and getting a bigger place. This situation just accelerated the timeline. You can't just kick me out. I live here. Your name's not on the deed, not on the mortgage, not on any legal document. Legally, you don't live here. But my stuff is here. Was here. Now it's in your car. This is illegal. You can't just change the locks. Actually, I can. The house is mine. You're not a tenant. You don't pay rent. You're a guest who's no longer welcome. I'll call the police. Go ahead. They'll tell you the same thing I'm telling you. This is my property. You have no legal claim to it. Your belongings are in your car. You're free to leave. She stood there, crying, mascara running. Where am I supposed to go? Not my problem. You have friends, family. Figure it out. You're heartless. I'm practical. You issued an ultimatum. I called your bluff. Don't make threats you're not prepared to follow through on. I hate you. That's fine. Hate me from somewhere else. I closed the door, locked it. She stood on the porch for 10 minutes crying, calling my phone. I didn't answer. Eventually she left. Over the next week she tried everything. Day 1, Saturday. Text started at 7 a.m. I'm sorry. Please talk to me. I was wrong. I don't even want the Rolex anymore. Please let me come home. 27 texts throughout the day. I didn't respond to any of them. By evening she was calling. I declined every call. She left voicemails. Babe, please. I fucked up. I know I did. But we can fix this. Just let me come get my things and we can talk. Please call me back. I deleted the voicemails without listening to all of them. Day 2, Sunday. She showed up at the house at 9 a.m. I saw her car pull up. Didn't answer the door. She knocked for 10 minutes. Rang the doorbell. Knocked again. I know you're in there. Your truck is in the driveway. I stayed on the couch watching TV. She eventually left. An hour later, text from a different number. She was using her friend's phone. This is crazy. You can't just end a 2-year relationship over one argument. I blocked that number too. Day 3, Monday. She showed up at my workplace. I work as an operations manager for a logistics company. We have a front desk, security, the whole setup. Receptionist called me. There's a Brittany here to see you? Tell her I'm unavailable. She says it's urgent. It's not. Tell her to leave. She's pretty insistent. Call security. Security escorted her out. She was crying, making a scene. My coworkers definitely noticed. My boss pulled me aside later. Everything okay? That seemed intense. Ex-girlfriend. It's handled. If you need to take any time, I'm fine. Won't happen again. Day 4, Tuesday. Her friends started messaging me on Instagram, Facebook, even LinkedIn. You need to talk to Brittany. She's devastated. This is cruel. She made one mistake and you threw away 2 years? I didn't respond to any of them, just blocked each one as they messaged. Day 5, Wednesday. She sent her mom to talk to me. Her mom showed up at my house around 6 p.m. I opened the door. We need to talk about Brittany, she said. No, we don't. She's staying at my house. She's a mess. She hasn't eaten in 3 days. That's not my problem. You kicked her out with nowhere to go. She has family. She has friends. She had options. Over a watch? You ended your relationship over a watch? I ended the relationship because she tried to manipulate me with an ultimatum. The watch was just the tool she used. She's sorry. She wants to apologize. Good for her. Can you at least talk to her? No. I closed the door. Day 6, Thursday. The house listing went live online that morning. By afternoon, we had 3 showings scheduled. Patricia called me. I told you, priced right, good condition, this house is moving fast. How fast are we talking? I wouldn't be surprised if you have offers by tomorrow. She was right. Day 7, Friday. 2 offers came in. One for asking price, one for $4,000 and $5,000. Both all cash, both wanted quick closings. Patricia called. The $4,000 and $5,000 offer is from a corporate buyer. They're relocating an executive. Want to close in 30 days. Clean, simple. Let's take it. You're sure? Absolutely. I'll start the paperwork. That evening, Brittany sent me a long email. I didn't read it all, just scanned it. Throwing away our relationship. I've changed. Never make demands again. Please give me another chance. I deleted it. The house sold officially 4 days after listing. Contract signed. 30-day close scheduled. Brittany found out through social media. One of her friends must have driven by and seen the sold sticker added to the for sale sign. She called me 17 times that night. I didn't answer any of them. Then came the email. Longer this time. Angrier. You're selling our house? The house we lived in? Without even telling me? Technically, it was never our house, but I didn't bother correcting her. I ignored all of it. 3 weeks later, I closed on the sale. Final numbers. Sold for $405,000. Paid off the remaining mortgage balance of about $195,000. I put 15% down when I bought it, not 20%. Closing costs, realtor fees, and some capital gains tax ate up another $70,000. Walked away with about $140,000 in my pocket. Immediately put an offer on a new place. Better neighborhood, bigger house, nicer area. $480,000. Used the profit from the first house as a down payment. Moved in 2 months after kicking Brittany out. She tried one last time, showed up at the new house. She must have gotten the address from someone. I opened the door. Nice place, she said. What do you want? To apologize. To explain. To ask for another chance. No. Just like that? No? Just like that. You bought a new house without me. I bought a new house for me. We could have had this together. No, we couldn't, because you don't respect me. You respect what I can buy you. Those are different things. That's not true. It is true. Every conflict we had was about money, about what I wouldn't spend on you. That's not a relationship. That's a transaction. And I'm not interested in transactions. I've changed. Good. Change for your next boyfriend. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. I closed the door. That was 6 months ago. I haven't heard from Brittany since. The new house is great. Bigger yard, better kitchen, 3-car garage. Everything I wanted. The Rolex still runs perfectly. I wear it every day. Every time I check the time, I'm reminded that I made the right choice. People ask if I overreacted. If selling the house was too extreme, I don't think so. Selling the house wasn't about her, it was about me moving forward. I'd been thinking about upgrading anyway. Her ultimatum just gave me the push I needed. And honestly, best decision I ever made. I got a nicer house, a great watch, and removed someone from my life who thought love could be bought. Some people say I'm cold, that I should have tried to work it out. But here's the thing. I did try to work it out. Twice. When she pressured me about engagement, I explained I wasn't ready. When she demanded expensive gifts, I explained that's not how I operate. Both times she backed off temporarily, but both times she came back with bigger demands. The Rolex ultimatum wasn't the first issue. It was the third, and I don't give fourth chances. I set boundaries. She crossed them. I enforced consequences. That's not being cold. That's being consistent. People also ask about the Rolex. Wasn't it petty to buy yourself one? Maybe, but it wasn't about being petty. It was about reclaiming the narrative. She wanted a Rolex to prove I valued her. I bought myself a Rolex to prove I valued me. Big difference. My brother thinks the whole thing is hilarious. You kicked her out, changed the locks, sold the house, bought a Rolex, and upgraded to a better place? That's the most baller breakup I've ever heard of. My mom thinks I was too harsh. She was just insecure. Women need reassurance. Women need respect, I told her. Not $10,000 watches. My friends are split. Half think I'm a legend. Half think I overreacted. I don't care what any of them think. I know what I needed to do. And I did it. Brittany wanted to test my limits. Wanted to see if she could manipulate me into spending money I didn't want to spend by threatening consequences. She found out. The consequences weren't what she expected. Would I have married her if she hadn't pulled that stunt? Probably not. The engagement pressure and gift demands were already red flags. The Rolex ultimatum was just the final confirmation that we weren't compatible. She wanted someone who measured love in carats and dollars. I wanted someone who understood that love isn't transactional. Those two things don't coexist. So yeah, I changed the locks, packed her stuff, bought myself a Rolex, sold the house, moved on. No regrets. 6 months later, I'm in a better house with a better outlook, and significantly better at recognizing red flags. The Rolex keeps perfect time, and every time I glance at it, I'm reminded, never tolerate ultimatums. Best $9,100 I ever spent.
If you enjoyed this story, like the video and subscribe for more. And if you'd like to support the channel directly, you can now join as a member at just $2.99. Here are 2 more stories you might enjoy. Please do check them out.